Welcome, creators. I have this really pretty, I see something in it. Gosh darn it. I have this really pretty little tray, and it's like a lotus flower. I got this on Temu, I think, you guys. They have a lot of silicone trays on Temu, and they're pretty affordable, and they're decent quality. And I wish I had some colored paper to show you how pretty it is. See that? So I have this green to do like the petals coming down. And then I have this pretty pink. This is mica powder. I have this pretty pink to do like the flower, which I think is gonna start like here, maybe opening up. And, and then I have this really pretty glam sand by Enchanting Fine Art, and they are in the US. Isn't this pretty? It's called Pink Glitter Sand, 8 ounces. enchantingfineart.com if you want to buy some of their stuff. I think this was, I don't remember how much it was. I bought it a long time ago, but it's so pretty. I thought that'd be really pretty to be in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do what Wanda's Blessed Creations does. She is a resin master, okay? So you need to go check her out. What she does is she takes the mica powder and she like paints it inside of the mold. So instead of putting it into the resin and then pouring it in there, she actually adds the color right into the mold, which is really cool because you have more control when you do that. You have more control over how it looks. Okay. Pretty, isn't that pretty? So the flower comes out like that. And then this would be part of the petal here. Like this. And I have this beautiful emerald green that I just recently used in a tray. So let's see about adding some of that in here. Here, if it's better if I hold it like that while I do it, because I want the sides. Is that one of my hairs? Yes. My gosh, my hair gets into everything. Okay. So, I'm going to do the side here like this. So I want this to be green too. I hope you guys can see this good. See, I'm doing the side there like that. Right here. I want to get it in here. This little divot here. So this whole bottom part I think is going to be green, and then I'll put the gold in to separate on the pink. But I want this part to be all green because this part is, you know, this part is the leaf. It's the lily pad part. I used to call them lily pads with flowers. When I was a kid, I didn't know, like a lotus flower, right? Or is that a lotus flower? It floats in the water, right? Maybe I'm still wrong. I don't know. My parents didn't know a lot about flowers. They weren't like horticulturists or anything. Okay, so then we'll go up here. Put it in there like that. Up here like this. You guys see what I'm doing here? Get all this green in here. I have to kind of hold it like this to do it anyway. Okay, now I got a lot of mica right there. So let's just get it covered. This is going to all get filled in with the resin. So this is going to be thick. So this is just the sides of the tray, basically, right? See? Okay. Now we're going to do this side here. In here like this. A little bit tricky on this part. Getting that in there. And do this part, the bottom part here, all in the green. And I've got to do the side. Oh God, I just flung stuff over there. I'm not real good at this mica powder management. Sides right here. Just turn it upside down for a second. So I'm not blowing it all around. There we go. Okay, let's do the sides here. Oops, sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. Well, it's because I'm moving this thing. Very lightweight. Stop being like that. Very lightweight. Extremely lightweight. Okay, so we're gonna get the bottom here. So there's that. Now what I think I want to do is I think I would like to put this beautiful gold eye candy 14 karat nugget gold. I love eye candy so much. So I'm going to clean this little brush. Maybe I can use this, but I'm going to clean the one that had the pink on it with my baby wipe. There. Hopefully it's okay to use a baby wipe on there. So now I'm just going to have to be really careful. Make sure you guys can still see all that. Oh gosh, it's not in the picture very good, is it? Let me move it to the center. Okay. All right, cool. Now I'm going to put the gold in the center there. So let's see how this goes. Oh God, look at it, you guys. Look at that shimmer in there. Let me bring this up so you can see it good. Isn't that pretty? Look at that shimmer. Ooh la la. That's going to be pretty in there. I don't even remember buying this, to tell you the truth. I must have had this for quite a while. Very pretty. Gold's a little messy. So if you're a perfectionist, be prepared because it's very, very flaky. It sounds funny, flaky. It's flaky, man. That gold is some flaky stuff. Yeah. Now I do see. Let me just go right here. There's a little more right here. OMG, let's add a little more pink, okay? Let's just make sure we have enough pink in here. We'll wipe off the gold. There. Let's just make sure we have enough pink. Make it really pretty. When I do this too, it's kind of a way to get the gold that's spilled over kind of pushed back down to the sides and stuff, so it's not right in the middle. I mean, if there's some gold in there, I don't care because I love gold. But it's a way to kind of clean it up, if that doesn't make sense to you guys. Kind of a way to clean up my little spills and whatnot. Okay. Just get it kind of all down into one area there. Boom, boom. Like that. Looks like I missed the gold on that section. Put a little more in here. Make sure it has good coverage. Okay, that's looking really good. Looks like I missed the gold right in that section there. And just add a little more there, and then I'll go make up the resin. Actually, I'm gonna go to the store first. It gets dark, and then I'll make up some resin, and then we'll pour it. Okay, put some gold on there. You know, when you're working with like a lot of glitter, it starts looking kind of like, whoa, all looks the same after a little bit. Okay, pretty. Okay, well, still not on there like I want it to be. Get a little chunk on there for me, baby. Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. Very pretty. Now, I got my little glam sand. I think I'll just put a little tiny, tiny bit in here. Not too much. It's so pretty. And it's very light, so I don't want to lighten it up too much, okay? Just a few little shimmer, like a little, like we're just adding a little bit of sugar. Just add a little sugar. Okay. And that'll be really pretty. Come on. This will be really, really pretty. This is very, girly. A young girl would probably really like this too. Not just us old girly girls. Okay. Loving it. These can make great birthday presents for your girlfriends, guys and girls. And then I had these beautiful little nail art things. I actually got them out because I wanted to do something with them, but I think I'll leave them out because I think that that's enough right there for that. And we'll just save that for something else. All right. I'll mix it up and then I'll tell you how much I had to mix. And we'll pour it and then we'll take it a look at it tomorrow. Let me give you a close up. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, be back shortly. Before I mix up my my epoxy. So I buy these little cups. You can measure it with a scale. I still kind of do it this old-fashioned way. And what I wanted just to remind you guys is that wipe it out with one of those baby wipes, just like you wipe out your mold, wipe out your cup too before you put your resin in it. And then that way, if there's any kind of residue from them being manufactured, everything will be fine. Okay, so always wear gloves. And what I do is I fill up one of these cups with warm water, kind of hot water. And then can you see all the bubbles in there that are coming up? So I mixed it. It's a little bit yellow. This is extreme resin, but can you see? Let's see if I flip it like this. Can you see all those bubbles in there? There's a ton of bubbles in there. So I'm gonna try to get some of the bubbles out, but I don't want this to, you know, start to set up. So I do have, excuse me, I do have these resin molds that I bought. I don't know how much they hold, but I can pour my resin in here, so I'll wipe it out. And then I can take my heat gun to it and everything, and then I won't ruin my little mold here by torching it. Okay, so that's something you can do to help deal with the bubbles, because that is one problem that we have. I did buy a heating pad, I just haven't set it up yet. But yeah, there's a lot of bubbles in there. So after you mix it, we want to bring them to the top, and then you can torch it if you want, but don't ever torch your mold. Never, 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 because you can fuse them. You can get so hot that then the resin will fuse to the mold, and then you'll end up, it'll be so stuck you'll have to rip the mold. I've learned this through doing it. Okay. All right, we'll be back in a minute, ready to pour. Okay, so I poured some resin in here. What's the pain about this thing is that it's just not easy to pour from. But I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. I don't want to do two at one time because it would be really, then they would just start pouring all over the place. This is half of it. Okay. And then I'll pour the other half in here, because this is like my little, this is the mold that I don't care if I ruin it. Once I ruin it, I can just throw it. Oops, getting kind of full. And I'll let those bubbles rise for a few minutes, and then I'll torch it. So they're already starting to rise up. Well, let me get this in the picture. Oh shoot, I got a lot there. They're already starting to rise up. You can probably see a few at the bottom there. Now, I don't mind using my torch on that because I don't care if I ruin that. And then you see, now you don't see any bubbles, but a few more will rise up in a couple of minutes. And I'll give it one more little torch, and then I'll pour it into there. Okay, I've gotten the bubbles out of here, so I'll pour it into here rather sloppily. Resin is even flowing. Now what I did was I did 3 ounces, a little over 3 ounces, and it's not quite to the top, but I do have this extra resin here. So this might just be enough. So it might need like 4 ounces. probably to get it all the way up to the top, okay? That would be my recommendation. 4 ounces of resin for this, unless you're adding embellishments, and then of course you have to take it down for that. Because I just did about maybe 3.5 ounces. So maybe 4.5 ounces. It's well, no, it's about up there. It's about up to the top. So about 3.5 ounces ought to do it. Okay. And I'll cover it. So I have a little box I'll put over it so that nothing gets in it, like cat hair and stuff from my cats. And then, yeah, and I'll unveil it tomorrow. So I'll see. Let me give you guys a close-up real quick. Wipe off my hands because I got a little resin on them. So there it is. And then these are not bubbles, what you see shining here. This is from that glam sand that I added, that pink glam sand. So it should be real pretty. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, it's the next day. I did put some little gems in there that I had over here. Some of this stuff, some of this nail stuff that I really like. I have them out and I dropped a few in here. So let's see how it looks, okay? I put a few in the center here, and then I put a few into the leaves there. Okay, let's see. You can hear my cat meowing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Now I've got it, trying to do it in front of you guys so you can see. So these, I have a feeling that this mold could get damaged pretty easy because of the sharp corners and it's not real thick. Okay, there we go. Let's get this. And you can see the color doesn't, all that mica that I painted in there, see how it doesn't stick? It goes right into the mold, which is pretty cool. Ooh, the gold, pretty. Okay, so this is the back side. So this is the other side here. So maybe I should have put the gem. So this is the top side, but this actually seems to be the prettier side where you can see the gems. And then so you can see where I painted the gold around there, and then where I painted the green on the side with the mica. And it's pretty light. Of course, if it's down against down against something, it looks a little darker, but isn't that pretty? So then, I don't have a cup to show you. Let's see, you could put a coffee cup on it, or you can use it for jewelry. But anyway, isn't that just pretty? So pretty. Anyway, I hope you liked watching this video. This is the other side. And the grooves, there's grooves right here in here. So, and that's the back side. I guess it's just to show, give it maybe some more dimension or something. Very pretty. Or you could even set it up on something. But then this is the other side where you can see the little gems I put in. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna do some more of these. I think I want to do one in that color shift mica with the blue and purple with the gold. So I'm gonna do another one and I'll film it. But yeah, I really like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for joining me. See you in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Peace.